A blind knight that uses echolocation, viewing the dark, treacherous world through sound. Trapped in a dungeon, endangered by combatants, where hazards lurk around every corner. Make sound to have vision, or don't and be stealthy. Avoid impaling threats throughout the dungeon to escape. Engage with other prisoners.
Rogue Knight I've been hearing about. Could you find the key and unlock my cell?
Free them to fight back with more allies.
Let's take this guy.
The dungeon labyrinth has many paths and even more traps. Struggle through the darkness to find your freedom.
When Alex became a god, he thought he would have no problems at all. Until... he landed in the Divine Dimension and was tasked with protecting the entire multiverse.
Am I connected to every single Alex Ambrose that ever existed?
Alex could travel across dimensions, defying the laws of time and space, to help other Alexes throughout the multiverse. But then everything changed.
No! Aw!
I have to go back and save them.
But if Alex went back to the mortal world, he would relinquish all of his power and his memories.
I don't have a choice. I must go back.
When Alex returned back to Earth, he goes back to being your average business tycoon millionaire, unaware that the people he cared most about are in danger.
Aw! Someone help me!
Yvonne, what happened?
I was attacked by a monster. Alex? What's going on? Get away from him! He is my boyfriend!
Who attacked Yvonne in the forest? What will Debbie do next? Who will Alex choose between the two women? Will Alex ever remember who he was before traveling into a different multiverse? To hear what happens next and whether Alex can stop the deranged monster before he strikes again, listen to the original audio drama, Insta Millionaire Returns, only on Pocket FM. Download the app now and find out.
Presentation.
Welcome in, one and all. It is the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway, and it is about ready to rock and roll for the final time in the regular season here for the Maximum Velocity CNC Home Designs Truck Series. It's go time. 75 laps to close out the first 15 of 20 of the season, and the top 12 will be set for the chase for the Cup here in season number 1. Welcome to the Big D Oval 2-miler here at Michigan. We're keeping the fast tracks rolling here. My name is Tommy Cook. We got Mr. Joshua Motichek on the call here tonight as well. Partner, we trade in one big, fast, wide track for another. And things only are going to get a little bit more intense here tonight as there is a lot on the line.
Yeah, as much racing as we saw last week at Pocono, being 2 races out, you can bet your bottom dollar that we're going to see even more of it here tonight, especially from those drivers that are right there around that cut line.
Well, let's take a look at it. You said it right before we came on air. That's a whole lot of green there on the left side of this graphic. And a disclaimer to point out as well. We've heard rumblings just through the grapevine that some of these drivers in the green and the white are not going to partake in the chase this season. We will see. Some things did get moved around on the schedule, so nothing is official until it's official. But for the drivers that are around that cut line, uncomfortably close, Billy Bumgarner, Rob Haynes, Zachary Groover in particular, but also Will Kirk to an extent as well. They are not going to be banking on anybody dropping out of the chase. They are looking to secure their way in outright.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very good feeling to make the chase, but it's an even better feeling to know you made it by definitely securing your name instead of somebody dropping out and you picking up their spot.
So that is the task that is ahead of Billy Bumgardner here tonight, your season opener winner at Daytona. 24 above the cut line. Billy's been on a solid streak of late, but so have Rob Haynes and Zachary Groover both. And should they all encounter some problems, Chris Sargent, Mark Jackson, not too far behind either. We've got about a minute and a half left to go in qualifying. You notice we mentioned that, we've heard some rumblings of some folks dropping out. We were not going to say who those folks are because, again, we did just move the season finale back a week. It was originally scheduled to be on July 3rd. That's convenient for me because I was not going to be here July 3rd for Auto Club. So Matt Williamson is going to have to call that one. So that means I'm back in. I am declaring myself eligible for Chase Broadcasting if the powers that be will so allow it to be so. So excited to keep my job, I guess, as we'll go on the track here. We're really close to having to bump some drivers here. I think we're one short of a bump. So we've got 42 here this evening as we were riding around with Gary Offit. Hello to anybody that's hanging out with us here already. Marilyn Beck cheering on Will, hoping to Will to a chase berth coming off his first podium of the season last week. Hello to the Moticheks as always. Happy Thursday, says Robin. Did you hear my coinage on Tuesday night? Did Dad like data check? Did that stick?
I did not catch that, but I definitely like it.
Okay, there we go. Like I said, I'm just trying to make other people T-shirt money. Bailey hanging out with us here tonight as well. And there's Michelle Kirk. Hello to anybody that is hanging out with us here this evening as we are ready to go racing here from the Irish Hills of Michigan. It is time for the final regular season starting grid of season number 1 for 2025. And with the pole position here tonight, coming off his first career Max V CNC Home Designs Truck Series start last week, he finished 10th at Pocono. He'll start first tonight. It's Joshua Fracker leading the field to green. Justin Michael will line up to his outside, coming off his 16th career Max V victory. It will be Will Kirk starting where he finished last week in P3, with Nathan Carroll also coming off a top 10 last week, starting to his outside. Run number 3 on the inside, or rather run number 3 on the inside. It's Matt Sisler starting in 5th. Dakota Floyd to his outside, looking for the regular season championship, slid all the way back to 3rd. But there's only 11 markers back. Ryan Nardone and Heath Smith on run number 4. It's Riley Laverne and Rod Mitten, who is looking to secure his chase spot here tonight. He'll start in 10th. James Lehman, I believe, has an EOL penalty, if I'm not mistaken. He qualifies in 11th. Matt Montalbot will line up to his outside in 12th. Row number 7, it is Aiden Young on the inside, Wally Turheimer on the outside. Greg Mull, the reigning series champion, starts back at 15th with his